had an ice storm. So every single branch was covered in ice. Honestly, every time we have weather like this, I can't stop thinking about how much it just looks like everything is encased in glass. It is cold, but also it's so beautiful. And the ice stayed on everything for a good couple days. Everything is basically still coated in ice, and now we're getting a snowstorm today. Don't get me wrong, I have shoveled many a driveway in my life, but I have never actually cleared a driveway with our tractor. So we got snow last night, so I'm going to attempt to clear our driveway with our tractor for the first time. Well, that took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to complete, but the whole driveway is plowed. It's definitely a lot harder in some ways than I thought it would be. Getting the hang of maneuvering the tractor was the easier part, but getting the right angle of the bucket to push the snow was definitely the more challenging part. But I had a beautiful view while doing it, and I am proud of myself for completing it. Yoga mat spray is pretty expensive, so I found a really simple and easy recipe online to make it yourself and got these amber bottles, so I'll leave the recipe in the video description. It's Sunday afternoon and I'm going to make a sourdough loaf to bake tomorrow to be able to use throughout the week. I'll let it proof in the proofing basket for about 2 hours. love about going for walks in the woods during the winter time is being able to see the tracks of all the animals that have walked there. So for the pancake and waffle mix, I actually tripled the recipe because I had so much sourdough discard to use, and I also had some milk that I needed to use up as well. So I also found that freezing the waffles after I make them works really well. The dough that I have is, because it's a triple batch, it's too big to fit in the KitchenAid. So I made the dough last night, it was fermenting, and I have the baking powder, baking soda, and salt, and then I have some eggs that I'm going to whisk up and combine everything together. You'll see how this goes. So now I will be able to freeze these and pop them in the toaster when I want a waffle. Since we live on a mountain, it's pretty high up in elevation. It is above the frost line. So the frost line is, if you're not familiar, is a line where frost will happen above the line and it won't frost below the line. So that means that we get a lot more snow than nearby towns that are even just 20 minutes down the mountain will have a considerable amount more snow. It's really crazy what the weight of ice will do to trees. As we can see with this little tree, it has become completely bent over from the weight of all the ice. We also have a couple other trees here on our land that broke due to the recent ice storm that we had. So we'll have to come in here and do a little bit of cleanup. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great week and a wonderful start to February. We'll see you next time.